One of the things that the Bosendorfer 290 Imperial Grand Piano is very famous for is its 9 extra keys down here at the bass end of the piano. So in today's video I thought I would do a quick demonstration of the sound of these extra bass notes all the way down to C0, which gives the piano a full 8 octaves, and talk about why these notes exist. The reason they exist is actually quite simple. In the late 1800s, an Italian pianist wanted the piano to be able to play notes lower than A0, the standard lowest note on the piano. He was transcribing some works from Johann Sebastian Bach that were written for organ pieces that were played on a 32-foot organ stop, which was able to play notes lower than A0, your traditional lowest note on the piano. So basically what happened is he made public his need for a piano with extra keys, and Bosendorfer said, alright, let's make the Imperial. That's kind of what happened. So now we have a piano that has 97 total keys on its keyboard, which is absolutely amazing. For many, many years, Bosendorfer had the title of having the most keys on the piano, and therefore being the widest piano on the market. However, today, an Australian company called Stewart & Sons is busy making a piano with 108 keys, and they currently have a model that has 102 keys. And I believe they're doing that so that you can do a full chromatic scale. That's what I read online. I don't really know how the extra low notes are going to sound on that. Maybe someday I'll play one, and if I do, I'll do a video on it. But today I'm here with the Imperial, and let's talk about the sound of the extra notes. And I'm going to start off from C1 and work my way down all the way to C0, and just let you listen to how they sound. So here is C0. Here's B. Here is B flat. And here is A. We're about to leave the realm of normal pianos. Here is A flat 0. Here is G0. Here is F sharp. Here is F. Here is E. Here is E flat. Here is D. Here is D flat. And here is C0. So as you can tell, especially when you get down to the very, very lowest 3 or 4 notes, they almost stop sounding like notes, and they just become a crazy noise that is absolutely incredible. And that's about all there is to say. They sound absolutely crazy. Since they sound so far from notes, there is honestly a very small demand for pianos like this. Music for a piano with extra notes is very difficult to find. I don't believe there are very many piano songs that use extra keys. So if you wanted to have an Imperial and use these extra keys, you'd have to find the Bach transcriptions of the organ pieces. If you were to play a song, I'm going to try to do a chord progression and try to incorporate these extra keys here. Let's do E minor, A minor, chord progression there, and I used some of the extra keys, and they really stand out from the normal piano bass notes simply because we're not used to hearing frequencies that low. I wanted to say a couple of other extra things about the extra notes on the Bosendorfer Imperial, and one of which might be a question that you're thinking right now. How do you tune these extra notes? Especially if you've ever tried to tune a piano, you might know that tuners sometimes can have a hard time recognizing the very lowest note of the piano. So how would they go about recognizing all the extra lower notes? And the reason, the way that you tune an Imperial, and I heard this for somewhere, I think it was another piano technician, is, and I'm not going to do this because it's a bad idea to actually touch your bass strings, is you'd probably put on a glove and you'd tap the bass string, you'd put your finger gently to it, and you'd find the middle of the string, which would give you the octave harmonic. So on this note here, A flat 0, you would end up getting this note. When you tap the string in the middle, it'll gently hold your finger there while playing the string. So you end up getting this note, which of course tuners would be able to recognize, and you can do the same thing for all of the other extra strings. And the final thing I'm going to end this video on is why someone would want these extra notes. As I've already mentioned, they're difficult to use in regular piano music simply because they sound so alien to our ears. You could probably use them for awesome sound effects in a movie, you know, take the lowest note, put it through some weird distortion, reverse it, get all kinds of crazy sounds. But another thing that these extra strings do is they add extra sympathetic resonance to the piano, which might explain why the bass sound on this piano in the regular ranges sounds so thick and beautiful. It might be because of these extra strings making it, boosting the bass a little bit and making it sound extra rich and beautiful. I love it when instrument manufacturers push the limit of what is possible with pianos, and it's really fun to see all kinds of strange instruments with extra keys and extra strings and extra everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.